Hello and welcome to another edition of the Unconventional Grower, somewhere on plot 14 in the big wide world. Today we're doing a bit of a harvest and a bit of a tour. Let's get to it. So before we get into the harvesting, I'm just in the process of getting rid of some of the weeds that's been manifesting in here. We've got a nice courgette over there that's just turning into a marrow state. I'm just going to trim some of these leaves out to encourage a bit more fruit growth as opposed to growth of the green foliage. So that's now ready for a good water, so we'll get the water onto that. So the water's on now in there. I'll bring you over to this bed now. This is a bit of a worst nightmare scenario here because we've got carrots in their infancy coming through. We've got these weeds as well, so it's devil if you do, devil if you don't, because you can get some of the bigger stuff out, but you're at risk of pulling out the carrots as well at the same time, which is not ideal. Also, your crops, so sometimes it might be just worth leaving them be. But these are the volunteer tomatoes, and they're looking like they're doing all right now. The cherry falls in there, in that box house. That one, you're doing rubbish this time, absolutely rubbish. So I'm gonna have to do a bit of succession seeding, I'm afraid, because it's a big thumbs down on them ones, which is not what we want. As I'm just panning over, as you can see, we've got a fantastic show of nasturtiums, and this is blown over, which has not helped matters, and warped into the bargain. Excellent. Just protected the peas from the birds, the pesky birds. Probably flailing the camera everywhere there, so apologise for that. And I'll bring you around here. Raspberries. Raspberries galore. I can't even make it through there. But they're all coming ripe. It's fantastic. The broad beans. Just look at that one splitting. So we'll take that one shortly as I try and battle holding the camera and opening the pod. But I've managed to win that particular battle. Oh, that's good. Mint's bushing up. These are ready to harvest. The broads. Some more cheeky raspberries. More raspberries going into the little bed. In with the kale. Volunteer potatoes coming through as well. Volunteer parsnips that we wanted to grow in here and not out here, doing its thing as well. Some chard that we put in a little while ago. They've been pecked to death by the birds. Just got a rogue dock leaf there. We'll come round to that section in a moment. A couple of volunteer sunflowers. Here we've got the artichokes. Around this side we've got more peas growing down the side. These are just now starting to fill, not quite ready yet. These ones were our firsts. They're just about coming to the end. There's some good ones on still. We've been coming up to getting a small harvest now and again of these, so it's almost ready for these to come out. Still one or two peas down here to harvest, so I'll get them done off camera and probably just remove those bits and pieces. The mini growers down here, we're just doing a bit of weeding, doing a good job there. Over in the wheelbarrow, his job for tonight is to get all these in, which is a mixture of cucumber, courgette, the zucchini variety. We've got the courgette midnight F1. We've got a bit more sweet corn, the moonshine variety, and we've got some squash, Gillian's golden pippin. They need to go in, and I think there's another cucumber there. Can't quite make out what that was. So that's that, and this is the view of the raspberries from this side. Absolute hugging load. Here's the red chard. Scored an own goal with this one, I'm afraid. I must have got the labellings wrong. Thought this were beetroot, put it all in, and it's grown like the clappers. It's not what we wanted. Over here now we've got some seedlings of the asparagus coming through, in amongst some volunteer landcress and potatoes that's gone wild, absolutely wild. Sweet corn doing its thing over there. We'll let that carry on. Back round here, forgot to mention the strawberries. That's just coming ripe. Got a nice one there, and another one there, looking nice. One there that's just been had by the slugs, I think, by the looks of that. Peas, as we mentioned. Just in here, you can just see it beyond the water there. Volunteer potato. We're going to get that on. We're going to get that harvested. We're going to get that courgette harvested as well before it grows any bigger, because that'll take over the world if not. Onions, apples, fantastic apples. Here's the seeds, the seed pods of the land cress. Now we don't have a thing to hand. This is the big reveal. Carrots doing nicely over there. We've got a few asparagus that's come to seed. Somehow the seeds managed to come in, so we're going to let them kind of get a little bit more mature and then we'll transplant them. Well, the mini grow's got a few more broad beans. Excellent. And then we've finally got the cucumber now coming round. We've got, as we said, we've just got a few more cucumbers to get in. Now I might just see about putting one or two over there where the peas are going to come out. So this is kind of concluding this bit. Now, just to conclude this section, just amongst the kiwi, we've got some of the white strawberries. We've had some better ones than those. Around this side. The blackberries going mental. They've only small ones now that's left on, I think. I'm just going to try and backtrack down here. Try and find some of the bigger ones, but I think we've had them. You know. So feeling a little bit more wild around here with the blackberry doing its thing, but that's what we want. We'll need to trade them up. Pear, it's got a bit more blossom on it. Unbelievable. We've got some more sunflowers growing up here, in amongst the red cabbage and the kale and the naughty horseradish. Swinging round into the fruit cage. More strawberries, looking delightful. Look at the plums. Plums, glorious plums. And you can probably see just beyond there the red currants. There's some more strawberries over there. Look at them red currants. Try and zoom in. Put it back on right setting might help, but there you go. There's the reds. Makes a difference, as I say, in the cage. Blueberries. We've got these blueberries from this season. We just put in, not expecting anything from them. Lovely, lovely pair. Peas, the last lot to get put in, so we could put a cucumber over there. There you go, the pesky pigeons, the pests on the plot. More strawberries down here. I've not actually looked at these to see if they're doing anything, but they're sending the runners out left, right and centre, so I expect them going berserk. It'd be interesting to see what it'd be like if we did absolutely nothing in it, you know. See what would happen. We've got the land cress growing like belly goats. That's powerful. As the door just whacks itself shut. Back to the start again. Cucumbers coming on. Right. Done a lot of talking now. Time for a bit of action. So we're gonna. Oh, the mini growers absconding with the plants. So best catch up with him and get them in the ground. So we've got the mini grower in the fruit forest, trying to get to the strawberries.
What strawberries?
Just by your right foot.
These ones?
They're the ones.
Is this one?
Yeah, you pick all them. It's just showing you how tight it all is now down here. An absolute Aladdin's cave. We're down in the fruit cage still. And we're over at just behind the mini grower. Moves his way out the way. We've got some blueberries now just coming on. I'm just going to give that one to the mini grower to see what he thinks.
Best one yet.
And we're also just getting a good harvest of the red currants that are just growing absolutely phenomenally. Right, down here we've got the white currants, which are ready to harvest as well. Under here we could do with getting rid of these, because these are growing below the graft line, so they're not going to produce. But just taking in some red currants that amazingly sweet. Some are sweet, some are tart. It's a nice little balance. Right, it's a shame to leave the forest, but we're going to have to do to get back to our planting.
Now, we was about to come out, but then Daddy just standed on some other berries and strawberries.
I've just come round to the compost heap and decided to see what's going on and see what's happening on the potatoes, the volunteers, and we've got quite a lot going on down there, which we're going to look to harvest right now.
Ooh.
So that little harvest has just come from down there. I'm going to leave the others in for now, because I don't need all of them at this moment. Another potato there, just hiding. Distractions with all the harvest possibilities. An absolute abundance. So just gonna leave them in there. A lot of weeds growing up. Still need to tackle this. Keep saying it. I've not done aught about it yet. And I still need to get the arch on there. Right. Oh, look at these. A couple of kissing apples. On this. I think this season, this time, I'm going to really chop down the honeyberry, because there's been one or two on. I've not got them on camera. There's been one or two on. But it's just a bit... The key is that they normally kind of grow in and amongst, and I don't know if the birds get them or what, or whether they do. They don't really produce it abundantly. But for the space it takes up, it's not really worth the effort. I've got a gooseberry under there. I thought I got rid of all these ghastly things, but one remains. Never mind. We've had a fair harvest of the rhubarb this time. I need to remind myself to shut that door, otherwise the birds will be in there and not be that. I've had a decent harvest of the rhubarb this time, which I'm pleased about. This is the view from the other side, from the compost side. It's again a bit unwieldy. Well, I came up for an hour. And I can see it's going to take longer than that just to plant things and take everything in and get all the watering done. Right, I'm going to have to shift the water into this plot, into this bed here, and get on with the planting. Otherwise, those plants are not going to get. They're not going to plant themselves. I'm just up under the apricot. I've just planted a courgette over there, and just what's to do. What's up down there? There's these broads are now ready to harvest. Just feel the pod. Make sure you can feel the peas before you commit to the harvest. That one is just not quite ready, but this one I've selected there is one over here that not quite ready. They're just on the fringe, just on the cusp of being ready. I'm just bringing myself back to the peas, because I've got some time on Tuesday. We're on Saturday today, and yeah, these are just coming to the last. So I might get these peas out on Tuesday, but they're coming out one way or other, so I need that space. I want to get another succession of peas in as well. I've not sowed them yet. Could do we get my arse in gear to get that done? Because I've not yet. I'll tell you what, whilst we're down here, let's harvest this. Otherwise, if I don't, it'll end up going into a behemoth. That's alright. That's where did I put those potatoes? Up there. Keep forgetting where I put things. I mean, one corner, then another corner. And we can go there. Yeah, that's throw that over there. Right. I still haven't planted anything yet. Right. Continue. So the mini grow's now just going to harvest the potatoes that are in this
house.
In this bed here. I'll tell you what. I'll just give it a pull. See what's there. All volunteers. All volunteers.
One here.
Yeah. This is just
there.
simply free food, because we've not paid a penny.
Oh, look at this tiny one.
Yeah, we've just not paid a penny. Just as it looks like the heavens are about to open, which means we have to shift because this look is looking pretty gruesome. So for now, the raspberries might just have to wait. Might be able to get one or two before this rain starts. It's just starting to spit, but this is going to turn into a bit of a heavy one. So we need to get the watering away and get these potatoes in, and then see what we can do. Just managed to get the peas out, harvested the last of those. So that's that. I've just seen a strawberry as we're passing. Just doing the final sweep. Still got the raspberries. I wanted to get one or two of the asparagus that's growing down here picked. I think there's another one there. Just give it a break. These are now going to seed. As you can see there, they're going to disperse the seeds, and then they'll start again growing up the little things, the little shoots, as you saw in that box house there. And then we've got the yellow flowers of the land cress that's going to do its thing as well. Right, we're going to be just back round at the raspberries, and then we're going to call it a day, because we've been on probably twice as much as we anticipated. Just put that in the harvest bag, such like, and then that strawberry into here. Right, try and do it one-handed without dropping everything everywhere. Right, that's that. These are these. Right, let's get these harvested. I'll tell you what, I'll just have the little sample of that one. Wow, that is very good. I'll just have that one as it's crumbling away. Again, all volunteers. These are all volunteers. Not planted these, not paid a penny. Not paid a penny. So I'll just come off camera now and just get a few more of them. I'm not going to get all of them tonight because there's just too many. Oh, there's the broad beans as well looking at me over there saying, come and get me, come and get me. So I'll just get a few of them as well, and then we'll round up. I've just come down to the bottom side of the plot, and there's raspberries here. I mean, these is where the raspberries started out, so I'm not surprised in that. And these are a slightly different variety. In fact, no slightly about them, they are a different variety. These grow really dark red, very different flavour. A very stronger raspberry flavour coming around this side. There's more raspberries over here. Again, volunteers coming through, and I'm swinging around here just having a look at the bamboo that we put in. There's more raspberries down here. I cast my head up. There's more raspberries over here. We'll be dreaming about raspberries. That's a bit gooey, but I'll buy that is. That's fantastic. More raspberries over there. More raspberries over here. They're absolutely everywhere. I just don't have the capacity to even harvest them right now. There'll be more on the way. Red currants out to the birds because we've got abundance in the fruit cage. Look at them. Just run them through your teeth. Oh, absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at them already. White's growing at the outside. The mini grower showing us more raspberries. We'll be dreaming about raspberries. Raspberries in his dreams. I have seen the odd grape. I'm not going to spend any time trying to find some because because I know there's some there. A bit blurry shot, but yeah, got to extend that. Got to extend it and think about what we're doing over here. So I'm going to do something right. I'm going to get those broad beans as I've just squashed the raspberries in my hand. Very clever thing to do. I'm going to get these broad beans, some of these from down here, and then I've got to call it a night because I could be here forever. Right. So that's it for today. That's a harvest, a tour, but more
Bunch
so,
of raspberries.
it's raspberry heaven. Join us again soon.
Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe.